overhead lines, underground cables, breakers, switch, protective devices, service transformers, up to the end users, no, like triplex cables, or we call that in here sa Philippines as service drops, end use loads, distribution generators. Since we've been encouraging our loads or the utilization ng pwede po silang mag-generate their own power, like we have DJs. Overall, SCADA is the backbone of the distribution system that could provide monitoring and control sa iyang system. And the DMS basically is the system management software that would tanan sa management system no, na we have the let's say operational data, the crew deployment, the voltage monitoring. So actually general term is the DMS, but basically lahat ng mga management the GIS is part of the DMS. GIS and the electrical systems already integrated na sa distribution system. Now, when we talk about substation, this will be also a topic in the finals. There are multiple types of substations. We have transmission, switching substation, combination. Combination meaning it could be a switching or transmission. What do you mean by switching? Wala siya ka intersection sa mga lines that could provide flexibility sa ating transmission system. For example, kung may bombing data mo sa Lanao, so iyan i-divert ang linya, ang power line. Instead na mo pa sa Abaga substation, diretso na lang diri sa Gibawi kung saan. So those are the switching. Dili lang ang transmission na siya involved na stepping up of voltage from the generation to the transmission. And then combination, switching and transmission, and then distribution is for stepping down from the MCP to the EC or the DU. Okay, I think na-discuss ko din sa inyong power plant, no? Na-discuss naman yung substation. Una lang nagamay niya, pero you will discuss more of this sa power plant. So these are the picture of the sample substation transformer. This is the critical part of the substation, which most of the works or kanyang capacity is based on the substation transformer. So kini siya pinaka-crucial na part sa substation, and as you can see, dagan kini siya protection devices na naka-set up. Like we have a radiator, like temperature sensors. When we visit sa katong sa NGCP, nakita sila sprinkler system na naka-cover sa substation in case of there's an overheat. So yun na naka-critical. Okay? Kung once mo breakdown yung transformer, we call it power transformer because mainly ang iyang purpose is to convert voltage only and providing it could accommodate huge power, like in terms of MVA. So sometimes call it power transformer. So this could be in a range of 5 MVA, 10 MVA. The standard sa niya 5 MVA, 10 MVA, 20 MVA. So the substation transformer can also perform various functions such as stepping up from generation to transmission. So basically, dito na sa side sa generation. Convert between voltage and transmission lines. Nindot naman nakita dito sa NGCP nga substation is nakatay ang iyang 138 kV o ang iyang 69 kV. So, di ba na naman tayo, for long time, naka-138 kV man tayo from, let's say, Lanao area to Misamis Oriental, naka-138 na siya. Ang ilang ibuhat sa Abaga substation na sila transformer that could, from 138, transform to 230. Anong na naman ito? 230. Kining 230 line, this was constructed due to the MBIS Mindanao Visayas interconnection. Kaya mo man siya nga voltahe ang requirement for the interconnection no padong na siya sa Lala substation. And then sa Lala din na din siya converter station dire. So kini si 230 pod ay actually daghan pud kaayo mga naitabo mo sa Mindanao setup sa Misamis Oriental daghan kayo na concentrate ang mga generations. Like we have Steag, we have FDC, we have embedded generations Mispalco like Balingasag na coal power plant, Katay Kirahon. So daghan kayo power plant diri sa Misamis Oriental and nagsubay na dira si 138 kV pero napoy mga planta nga naka 230 kV na siya ready. So, na mga planta nga naka-direct siya connected sa, naka-parallel lang si 230 ug si 138. This one is the 230. So, ang nakanindot dire, ang sa Abaga substation, as I have noticed, kini sila ga-share, kini siya na substation, ga-share siya o ga-act siya as the receiving power sa generations. Like for example, si GN Power. Si GN Power is around nasa Kauswagan. Sakto ba GN Power? Si GN Power na connect na siya sa 230 na. 230 kV. So generate sila power ilang dako mo kay 230 kV from Lala to Asaan. I think naabot siya sa Asaan. Then padong pa na siya sa Davao kay mo man siyang i-backbone na karon sa pag once na natay injection or kanang pag mag-draw ta og power gikan sa Visayas. So kini task kini si 230 kV nagsubay na siya sa Maramag o sa Davao. The good thing about this one is the 230 kV and 138 kV nag-share na sila sa ilang loading. But more likely ang si 230 kV will act as the receiving voltage sa generation like GN Power. Then ang most like ang ato ang naka-mesh nga network sa ato ang NGCP is 138 manggod. Ang full nga mesh is 138. So si yang i-convert to 138 then si 138 mo transmit sa power sa the rest of the Mindanao. So inana nitabo sa yang quad. Kung napoy mga planta nga naka-connect sa 230. So kung in case of ang need na pod is ang 230 nga voltage na side. So dire ra may tabo ang conversion sa voltahe dire na sa last time gitawag ni siya Abaga substation pero karon gitawag na siya og Baluoy. Abaga is barangay, karon is municipality na siya. Do kay ni siya na substation mo siya converting station pero napod dira ang receiving stations ni Agos 4, 5, 6 ug 7. Mga generation hydropower dito po na siya naka-connect ni Abaga substation o Baluoy substation na tawag ka. So dako kani siya nga substation no and then money ang na-appreciate nila. China lang siya nga kuan guys since NGCP is China, partly owned by Chinese. So China made or made in China ilang power transformer. So, power transformer should be
China number 1.
Stepping up from generation to transmission, like what happened sa Baluoy substation, or converting the voltage transmission, what's also happening on Baluoy substation. Stepping down for distribution level, wala na dire. So, asa naman ang may tabo ang mga stepping down? Kini sa mga metering points or connection points, Mispalco for example, to NGCP, na sila yung mga subtrans, like or nasa Upol o sa Villanueva, may substation dala ni NGCP. So dara ga-draw o power si Mispalco. So stepping down of voltage po na itabo dara. Then power ratings in terms of KVA or MVA should be greater than or at the greater than 1,000 MVA for transmission level. And this power transformer usually operates at a very high efficiency, 98%. And there are a lot of losses that can be seen in the power transformer, passive cooling, nasa yung mga cooling instruments, no, to keep the losses, thermal loss low. And, yes, these are some of the cooling mechanisms to lower down the heat. Aside from the transformer, we have the measurement devices. Dili lang siya sa substation makita, pati sa distribution lines natin mga measurement devices like sa power transformer or sa distribution transformer ng mga industrial companies or naka-primary metered sila. Sa Sipalco, for example, na sila yung mga customers na scheduled 58. These are the customers na with specialized voltage and then above 500 kVA ang power requirement. So, once na yung classification sa imong customer is mo reach siya sa schedule 58, automatic naka-primary metering ka. Primary metering ka, ang imuhang losses sa imong transformer will be charged sa imuha. Okay, ang primary metering from the transformer, this is the load. Secondary metering, diri na ka sa secondary na this is secondary metering. And kung primary metering, diri ka. So, sa'yo ma-include kung mag-secondary o mag-primary metering ka. Primary metering, ang consequence is you will have a large, dili kay gamay lang po kinig losses ng imuhang transformer, but you will have to shoulder the losses sa imuhang transformer. Okay, schedule 58 namang po siya yung option. Actually, na yung option si customer ni Sipalco to have their transformer owned by the utility or owned by the private by the user, no? So losses na charge mo sa primary metering, but this will also take basta ko ang imuhang metering deposit dire kay napang kay mga CTPT. Pero kung secondary metering ka, so although barato siya, I think napon siya consequence, no? Anyway, that's not more of our concern. This is the picture of samples of measurement devices. Okay.